We're at Jackson's school. It's cold.
She didn't really want to be here too much.
No, I didn't. I don't like mornings and I don't like a lot of traffic, but we are here. So I just dropped Jackson off and I am hungry. So I decided that I would stop at Chick-fil-A, get some breakfast, and grab some chicken minis. And you can see it's like packed. Right now it is 21 degrees out, which is warmer than what it was when we went to bed. So I guess I can't complain, but it is cold. And I am ready to get some breakfast and go home. Hey everybody, so it's a little bit later in the afternoon and I feel more awake, and I've been like putting off going to the grocery store, but we really need, you know, enough stuff that I really need to go. So I'm not looking forward to going out in the cold. I've come up with every excuse to stay home today, but I really just need to go get it and be done. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out, do I go to Ingles or do I go to Walmart? And I have a lot to get, and I would like to go to Walmart because there's probably a few other things I'd like to get there. So I probably will go there, but, you know, I'm not a huge fan of their meats. And I have like, you know, 5 or 6 different packages of meat that I need to get today. But I'm just going to do it. And, you know, it is FDA approved, but yeah, I'm just not too impressed with Walmart. I don't know. And if I go to 2 stores, that's just more work. So I don't know. Anyway, I am going to take off and get my butt going. I got my list done and everything on it I think that I need. And I'm going to head out, put on my coat. You know, I don't like to walk around in a big, puffy coat. And it's so puffy, it like is weird in the cart. So maybe I'll just wear my hoodie and just try to get in and out really fast. So I am busy shopping. We are here at Walmart. Really wasn't my first choice, but yeah, it needed done. So here I am, and I'm getting some shopping done, and I'll bring you along for some of it. I'll get food and stuff last. I just got dog food and stuff, and yeah, away we go. It's new, and it's got the owls and the colors that I want to use in the kitchen. I'm getting it. Yes, I am. Fabric. Tape. I haven't seen washi tape at Walmart yet, but this one's really cute. You see it? Or maybe, I know February should be red, but my February might be pink. I don't know. I don't really see any. I'm just dying to get. These are cute little jars. Special delivery. I don't know. Let's get those. Just looking for this over Christmas, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, got most of my shopping done. That's, you know, like on the other side of the store. And we're heading over there to meats. We're gonna get going. I'm not a huge fan of Walmart meats, but I do want to save money. And I'm getting some food here. I get a small pork loin and make sandwiches with it. That one looks good. Okay, so I got some of the meats. I'm gonna come down here to the chicken and finish it up. I got a syrup. It was in like a plastic case, and she had to like go get it taken out, and I think it made it beep. And the guy, you know, I had this massive buggy full of groceries. He wanted me to seriously like unpack each one of those bags. So I pretty much let him know that if he wanted to unpack them, he could unpack them. He needed to pack them back, put them back in the cart, and I wanted to help out because he sat there and watched me like go through, you know, the lane. I was just a few feet away from him the entire time, so it was pretty frustrating. I kind of understand that it's his job, so whatever. But while I was shopping, we had like, you know, another kind of hard moment regarding Zane. So, what happened was, Scott got a phone call from, you know, the caseworker or whatever, and Zane had a therapy session today for the first time since he's been removed from his mom's care around Thanksgiving. And he said he didn't want to move here. He doesn't like his dad. He doesn't like his mom. And he is not, you know, willing to come here. And, you know, like Scott said, when does the child's needs override their wants? And the social worker said, we can't put a child in your custody that doesn't want to be there, even if he is your child, because he could self-mutilate and he could, you know, commit suicide. So it was like a dagger in the heart. And the whole time I'm shopping at Walmart, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of the meals or anything else. And I have my little tripod up. I just can move it real quick. But it's just super sad. So I don't know. I'm pretty discouraged. And I don't know what's going to happen, you guys. I don't think he's coming here, and I'm debating even going down there. Scott, you know, I mean, if social services says we can't have him, you know, what's the point in going down there and having the home study? What's the point in all of that? There is no point in it because, you know, they were like, don't worry because, you know, he's too old to be adopted out, so he'll only be in the system 6 years. And I about had a freaking heart attack over that. And so, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I know my husband's very upset. And we've had a feeling that Zane was upset because he hasn't talked to his dad. And Scott's never abused him, so I don't get it. But I think, you know, between everybody, they messed up a really good kid because she said he's on all kinds of medication. And as I said before, he's the easiest kid of the bunch, at least of mine. And I have a child on, you know, like Adderall for ADHD, but he's on anger meds and all kinds of stuff. And he was such a sweet kid. So I feel like they've just like, between his mom and all that kind of stuff going on down there, have really messed up a good kid. It's sad. And I'm definitely shaken by it. Not sure if I'm even going down in January because there's nothing I can do if the social worker's like, he doesn't want to, it's not going to happen. I think Scott will still go down. God, that sounds awful. I think Scott will still go down, but I don't think I'm needed. I don't even know. And we had to pull Jackson out of school for 3 days, and I don't think any of it's going to matter. I don't think the book I'm making, I don't think any of that matters. Scott going, I just don't. The social worker was very specific, and she was like, it ain't happening. He doesn't want it. He hates you. He hates his mom. He's very upset that he's away from his brothers and sisters, and he's got tons of anger issues. And, you know, I was talking to my best friend about it because I was so upset. She was like, you know, it might be, I know this sounds awful too, it might be like a blessing in disguise because he really might have a lot of issues that we're not equipped to handle. I don't really think that's the case. I think if we got him up here, he'd be fine. But we can't just go get him. And his mom's made a mess of everything. And it's sad and frustrating, depressing. And that's just for me. And, you know, who am I? I'm just the mean old stepmom. But I'm just heartbroken over it. And we don't know what we're going to do. We just don't know. It's crazy. And if we hire a separate attorney just for us, the procedure is still the same with the courts. So he's old enough now at 12 to have some say-so about where he stays. And yeah, he's not coming up here, I don't think. I don't know. So that's where I'm at. I got a bunch of groceries. I'm heading home. And I'm glad I came out, but I'm super glad that I'm coming home or going home. And I don't think I forgot anything, but you never know. Sometimes I miss stuff here and there, but I think I got everything and then some. So we're going to get home, and I need to record a haul, put stuff away. It's like a busy night, and lots of stuff going on. So I need to get home and get busy. So I am home. I've got everything out that I recorded for the hauls. And I'm trying to start putting stuff up. Now, I am pretty upset about Zane. And, I don't think he hates his father, and I really don't think he hates his mother. I think he's angry. And, when Scott was basically, asking them, what do I do from here? What is there to do? And there's nothing to do. The home study is pointless. And even that book I made is pointless. But I'm still going. I don't even think I'm going down there. I think Scott will go and make sure that, he's not going to even be able to spend any time with Zane. And so, I think he'll go and tell him that or tell the social worker, at least his plan is to tell the social worker that, that he respects his wishes, cancel everything, and they're not going to send him here. He's not going to be allowed to come here if he feels that way. Scott kind of feels like, he shouldn't have a say-so. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now with him. And they've put him on all these medications. And you guys, this is my stepson. Sorry, I hit the back of my camera. This is my stepson. And I say this with all the love for all the kids. Besides Laura, who is our oldest, Scott's oldest daughter, who is amazing. Zane was the easiest one out of mine. And I feel like I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. Chances are he's not watching these vlogs, and even if he does, I'm allowed to have my feelings. I feel like his mom's done a really good job of messing him up. And I'll be shocked if she, goes to rehab and parenting classes and domestic violence type of things. I'll be shocked if she actually goes. I really will. And they think that, don't worry about it. He's not going to be adopted because he's too old. So, he'll only be in the system for 6 years. So, I probably have repeated this. I'm in shock over it. I really am. And we have a loving home. Is it perfect? No. But Scott's never abused him, and 3 weeks before this happened, he didn't hate his dad. And so, I think he's just really messed up, and there's nothing we can do. It's a weight on my heart. Scott told me, I gotta move something. Scott told me about it while I was shopping. He told me about the conversation he had with the social worker, and it just kind of messed up shopping. It took my mind off what I was doing, and I haven't been able to think of anything since. So, I'm sure Scott and I will do a lot of talking about it tonight, but I don't know what to do. The people said we could move down there if we want to maybe try to see him, but come on, try to see him. I don't really think they get the point. coffee. It was over here in the little coffee basket. I don't think they really get the point. The point is we didn't want him to, we didn't want to just see him. We wanted to move him in. He was here for like 3 months, and we've taken trips with him, and he's been a part of our family. And while it's kind of crazy at times, he wasn't getting abused. So he was being well fed and loved, and gave me a whole bunch of kisses. So far, he hasn't said that he hates me, but I'm guessing that he does. You know, if he hates his dad, he probably hates me too. He hates everybody right now, and they've got him on medicines, you guys, like lots of medicines. And this kid never needed medicine before. He lived in my house and did perfectly fine. And like I said, the easiest one. So I'm just upset. And, you know, I don't want to put a lot of our family business out there, anymore, because I've been criticized for it so much. Like, why are you saying private things? Well, because I trust you guys, and you guys have given me prayers, and you have blessed me with your comments, because life is complicated, and it's hard enough, getting through it with, you know, a great support system. So imagine not having that great support system. It's even harder. So I don't mind sharing. Most of my family don't mind. You know, it's not like I get on here and really talk about a ton of them. But sometimes when things bother me, I talk to you guys. So, too bad. And like I always said, and still mean, that life is hard, and it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to have a good life. And you guys are part of my village. And I love you. And I'm going to continue putting stuff up. I doubt I'm doing a food haul. I did the haul. I recorded a food prep video because I'm just not in the mood. And Scott should be getting off work here shortly. I should make something for dinner, but we have a ton of chili. So I think I'm just going to ask the boys to eat that. And just try to relax. Watch some like mind-numbing TV or something. I don't know. I need to get a fire going. It's freezing in here. And just try not to think about it too much. Because unless we can get him to stop hating us, there's no way that he's ever going to be able to move here. And we don't even know why he hates us. It's kind of like, okay. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on. A more clear version than, you know, me rambling a little. I was in shock in the car. And I was freezing. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, I don't want my boobs out. So, I got some baby wipes. This 3-pack came from Walmart, and it was perfect. Because a long, long time ago, I used to keep a package of, like, when I first actually started doing Fly Lady, and I started doing the Fly Lady system, like, as soon as I moved out on my own. So, I'm guessing somewhere around 21. I started doing Fly Lady, and, you know, she has a morning routine, and I followed it, but, something that wasn't really in her routine, she used, like, a homemade cleaner, but what I used was cheaper baby wipes, and I had some in each bathroom. Now, of course, if somebody needs them in the bathroom, they can, you know, obviously use them. You can't flush them, though, I don't think. Yeah, no. But I like to keep it in there to wipe the sinks out in my morning routine. And even though I'm making a lot of my homemade cleaners now, and I'm using less, I thought, you know what, I can do this. So I got 3 of these, and they were $4 something. This is the Walmart brand, just a parent's choice. It doesn't really matter, they're not going on a baby. And They're great to just keep in your bathroom, to wipe your sink out, to wipe off the back of your toilet, or if you have makeup on your hands, obviously that's a good thing. But I really like to keep them for the morning routine when I wipe down the bathroom counter and, you know, cleaning up in there. So I'm going to continue to put stuff away. Here's some other things I got. You'll have to, hopefully you've seen the haul. It should be up before this goes live. I got these adorable towel sets too. So there's 4. And they got 2 of these adorable owls. And that's the color I want to do my kitchen in. Right there. So, yeah. Life around here is sad. And I look awful. Whatever. Who cares? But I'm just, you know, I feel so bad for Zane that he feels that lost. Like his dad wasn't the one abusing him. And maybe he's mad that his dad wasn't there to stop it. I don't know. But he's still seeing his mom, so it doesn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know. It's like where the abusers identify with the victim identifies with the abuser. Sorry, I didn't take psychology except for like two semesters, maybe 2 terms. I don't know. It's like where he identifies with the people, or with and it's his mom to top it off. So I guess I should understand it more, because he's like identifying with the person who actually hurt him and neglected him and his brothers and sisters, and instead of, in my opinion, being upset at the person who did it, he's upset at the person who didn't. So in my head, that just doesn't make sense. But I'm trying to see it more in a kid view, like, why wasn't Dad here? Why does Dad live far away with a woman and her children? I get all of that. But, you know, this has been I haven't talked about it a lot, but this has been like a problem since I met Scott. She has just been terrible, and I'm like done keeping my mouth shut about it. Clearly he's not coming here, and he might. I guess they could always change their minds and do a home study, but it's not happening. So Scott's definitely probably as upset as I am, because if it bothered me that bad, imagine what it felt like for him, and that's his son. And it doesn't mean I love him any less, because like I said, he was the easiest kid of the house besides our oldest daughter, and my heart breaks for him. It really does. So I gotta think about something else. I'm gonna get busy and get the rest of the stuff put up so we can talk and figure out a game plan and what's gonna happen if he's what's he gonna do. I don't know. I don't think my husband's gonna do anything, except he said that I didn't probably need to go, that he wanted to go down there just to basically see Zane, but he's not going to be able to talk to him. But he wants to be clear that he'll respect his wishes, and I don't know if we'll talk to that kid ever again. I have no clue. And that's something I don't think I can deal with. I don't know if I could have the kind of life where you adopt a baby or a child comes into your life, and then you get attached to them, and then they're jerked away from you. I mean, really? I can't do that. My heart isn't made to break that way. It would just, it's been there, and I can't do it. So, I don't know, and I'm already heartbroken. I've cried about it, and I've talked to him about it already like 10 times, like call him back. I have another thought, and I have another thought. But, you know, it's not like with his mom. It is the state, and the state is not going to ever put him somewhere he doesn't want to be. No matter what his wants or needs are, they probably think he's in a safe spot. So it is what it is, and maybe it's best I don't go. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Anyway, I got to do something. I'm going to keep working. So I'm upstairs now. I've got my, on-the-go bag from floor to floor. And, some of my stuff out that I'm working on. I got this planner. that I will show you in a haul coming up tomorrow. And I've got a new Food Network magazine because that kale soup looked so yummy, and some other stuff, some printer ink and stuff. And I'm editing the vlog footage right now because this is 25 minutes long right now, and it's just for me just talking today so much. I didn't expect to get bad news, and I didn't expect to be so upset and emotional, but you know, that's awful long to put in with the other days for Monday's vlog. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. Let me kind of turn the camera around. Hold on. So here I am. I didn't, you know, really expect for this to be a standalone vlog today. I know I asked some of you guys what you thought, but I still thought I'd only record a little bit, and, you know, the day is what it is, and I'm just going to publish this on its own, so it's going to put the food haul off one extra day, so whatever. I'm going to take a bath here in just a couple minutes and try to put my mind on something else for a while. I'm going to finish editing the vlog and save it, get in the bath, maybe watch some YouTube videos if there's some I want to watch, or read in that new Food Network book. And yeah, it's just super sad, and one of the cats is wanting out, so I have to wait. Scott got upset and seemed kind of mad, but, you know, I guess it's understandable. It's beyond our control, and it hurt worse than what I realized it would hurt. Yeah. So, you know, it's nothing I can change, and that's a really sad part, and not knowing when we're going to hear from him or see him again is another really sad thing. And so, I don't know, it's just like, my stomach's a mess. I feel anxious and worried, and I'm going to take some sleep buds tonight. Thankfully, Scott's taking Jackson to school. The weather has warmed up just a tiny little bit, and just try to sleep, and maybe I will wake up feeling a little bit better tomorrow. And I've got to find something to do when I start thinking about it to keep me busy, because it's hard, and it hurt a lot, and it makes me sad. So, whew, you can see like the shift in emotion. When I was watching the footage, I was so happy, and I don't know about so happy. I wasn't crazy about going out in the cold, but I was more happy in the early part, and then you can really see that, yeah, it just like shifted. As soon as Scott told me at Walmart, it was like over. No more concentration on food, and it was just like somebody shot an arrow through me. It was hard. And we don't know what she has told him about us. I mean, he knows us. He's been here in this house. And we don't know what she's told him. But there's probably 1,000 reasons he is angry and scared and frustrated. And I'm still trying to think of things from his point of view. And maybe he'll change them. I'm going to pray really hard and make sure I don't fall asleep in the middle of my prayers. I didn't think that hurt for a long time, but maybe it is hurting. Maybe I need to make sure that I don't fall asleep. I don't know. I need my prayers to go higher than the roof, and I need him to maybe get the full prayer. I thought he still knew what was in my heart and head, so I thought if I dozed off during prayer time at night, which happens quite often, God would still know. But, you know, as much as I am hurt, I do understand that there's a bigger picture. It's not necessarily the picture I want, but there is a bigger picture, and there maybe are things that we don't know, or maybe we're not equipped to handle a child like, you know, who is having those kind of issues. But we didn't know he was having those kind of issues, and we didn't even know he was on medication till, like, today. Psychotropic, I don't know, psychotropic, that's or something like that, Scott said. And, you know, he never needed it before. But another thing I thought is that his mom's got, like, major mental illness, and I'm not, like, saying that to be, like, mean. I'm saying it as, like, been locked up, involuntarily, in the mental hospital or the psych ward or whatever you want to call it. And maybe it's passed down to him. Maybe, you know, it wouldn't be good for Jackson or the other kids or even Zane, maybe. I don't know. But my best friend has been trying to remind me that everything happens for a reason. And I usually know that, so I'm not sure why I don't know that right now, but I don't. And you just have to go on with it. So, I don't know. I'm going to take a bath, and thank you guys for all your comments on Instagram. I wasn't sure I should share that, but I was just so upset, and I wanted so many of you guys to pray. You don't have to pray for me, and you don't really have to pray for Scott. You could pray for just him. He needs him no matter where he's living, and I hope one day he realizes how much we love him and calls or comes here or writes a letter. We miss him. So, yeah, I can hear my husband up. I'm going to go tell him goodnight, get in the bath, and hopefully tomorrow will be a fresh day, and I'll feel better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.